Pretty proud of myself. I'm not wearing a hat. It's pretty exciting. So it just proves that I have a head. Not too particularly excited about what's up there, but I guess if I still have some hair on my head, I should probably show it off every once in a while. But also not wearing anything Blue Jays. So with that, let's get started. Hello and welcome to another episode of Cybersecurity 101. I'm Mark Hemingway, Creative Content Director here at Archer Energy Solutions. Today we're going to talk about VPNs. So I know what VPNs are, stands for Virtual Private Network. Just kind of a little foggy on what they could be used for. So pardon my frog in my throat. If you're new to the show, I use ChatGPT to help me to learn cybersecurity terms. So with that said, let's get started. Loaded into ChatGPT is, what is a VPN? VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. It's a secure connection that encrypts your internet traffic, providing privacy and anonymity online. Okay, so I knew that. That much I knew. So let's just ask a bunch of other little questions and learn a little bit more about what a VPN is and does. Our next question will be, how does a VPN work? A VPN works by routing your internet connection through a private server, encrypting your data and masking your IP address, making it appear as if you're accessing the internet from a different location. Okay. Interesting. I thought it just made it hard for people to... Well, I guess that would make it hard if they were trying to come get you and you weren't there and you were somewhere else. But in the internet world, I guess it's the same thing. Moving right along with, when should you use a VPN? You should use a VPN whenever you want to secure your online activities, especially when connecting to public Wi-Fi networks, accessing sensitive information, or bypassing geographical restrictions. All right. Recently, I was thinking about having a VPN for my house, but I don't know if you need one for that. Let's ask, do I need to use one for my home internet? Using a VPN on your home internet is optional, but it can add an extra layer of security and privacy, especially if you're concerned about IPSs monitoring your activity or if you want to access regional restricted content. Regional restricted content. I think that was a thing. If you use a VPN, you can access, like Netflix has, like I can say I'm in Britain and then they have different programming for the British people on Netflix, or different regions of the United States have different content on Netflix or other places. So with that, I want to know, I hear you can do special things, I guess that's what I'll call it, with a VPN. Yes, with a VPN you can do things like access regional restricted content, bypass censorship, enhance your online privacy, and protect yourself from hackers on public Wi-Fi networks. You definitely want to use it when you're on Wi-Fi, for sure, out and about. But at your home, I guess it's, unless you've got a lot of traffic moving about your router, then maybe you don't want, then maybe you do want to have a VPN. Now I'm just going to ask some questions that I randomly saw while researching today's episode as like top questions that people were asking. And so one of the questions was, are VPNs legal? I never thought of that, but I saw the question and thought, let's find out. It says, yes, VPNs are legal in most countries. However, their legality can vary depending on the country or how they are used. It's essential to comply with the laws and regulations of your jurisdiction when using a VPN. So I guess just like anything, anything can become illegal once you improperly use it. I guess that's a good way to put it. Yeah. So use it the right way and it is legal. Here's another question that I found on the internet that I thought maybe would be good to use on the show. Can a VPN improve my internet speed? Good to know. In some cases, a VPN may improve your internet speed by bypassing ISP throttling or reducing network congestion, but it can also potentially decrease speed due to encryption overhead and routing inefficiencies. It depends on various factors such as server location, network conditions, and your ISP's policies. All right, well, that makes sense. So it could. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. Another good question that I saw, how do I choose a good VPN? To choose a good VPN, consider factors like security features. So encryption protocols, kill switch, server network, and then it says for coverage speed, privacy policy, no logs policy, so it's not going to keep track of you, user-friendly interface, customer support, and pricing. Reading reviews and comparing different VPN providers can also help you make an informed decision. Okay, well, there you go. So make sure to do your research thoroughly and, make sure that you're getting something good and if you are in need of a VPN. All right, one more question that I saw on the internet that I thought maybe this would be something good to use. So, do VPNs work on all devices? Good to know. Most VPNs are compatible with popular devices and operating systems like Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, and Linux. However, compatibility may vary depending on the VPN provider and the device you're using. It's essential to check the VPN's provider website for compatibility information before subscribing. Makes sense. Check and make sure that you're compatible before you actually, charge the card to get going for a 1 year, all luxury 50% off, first time user. So, good to know. That sets up my last question, which is, what is a real life incident that involved a VPN? In 2019, it was reported that a hacker group used a VPN to launch a cyber attack on a European aerospace company. The VPN allowed the hackers to hide their true location and identity, making it difficult for authorities to trace the attack back to them. This incident highlighted the role of VPNs in cybercrime and the importance of cybersecurity measures to mitigate such attacks. Well, I don't suggest that you use a VPN to hide your location because you're doing bad things. I'm primarily here to suggest maybe getting a VPN so that you can protect yourself from those bad guys. So if you're out and about using public Wi-Fi, I highly suggest getting a VPN. Once again, make sure to do your research, make sure that your device is compatible, and I'm pretty sure nowadays everything pretty much is, but always worth checking to make sure. But there you go. VPN. Hope you learned something. I did. Well, thanks once again for joining me for another episode of Cybersecurity 101. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, and as always, on our YouTube channel at ArcherU. Until next time, bye.
You can catch new episodes every Thursday. Follow us on YouTube at ArcherU. Like, subscribe, and click the bell notification to be notified when a new episode has been released. Is there a question or a topic you'd like Mark to address on an upcoming episode of Cybersecurity 101? Leave them in the comments below and check back in every Thursday for a brand new episode.